Julianna, since Kayla came into the UFC, it's almost been spoken about as fact that she was going to fight for the title. Do you think that was a fair assessment of her skills, or do you think maybe there is a little bit too much hype around her?
You know, I think that at the end of the day, it's very apparent that she was ducking Chris Cyborg in the PFL. I don't know anyone that would pour in that much money to one specific person like Don Davis to have her as the face of his brand, and then only for her to not forego her contract at the PFL. She was running from Chris Cyborg, everybody knows that, and of course because she had such a big name there, she was able to jump the line in front of all these other women that had put in so much time and effort into making this bantamweight division great. So do I understand it? Of course, the machine is a moneymaker. You know, if it don't make money, it don't make sense, and at the end of the day, this fight makes sense, and that's why it's being done. But no.
Kayla, just curious about your response to those accusations and comments.
Listen, I'm not ducking anybody. I'm not running from anybody. I came to the UFC because it's the best organization in the world. And according to that, you should be the best fighter in the world. And on June 7th, we're gonna find out.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
Kayla, obviously the goal is to win the belt, but would it be a little bit sweeter to be able to win it off Julianna, considering the little bit of needle between you two?
Oh yeah, I'm getting paid to have fun right now. I'm getting paid to put an elbow right through her skull.
Yeah. That's what she thinks, but at the end of the day, how are you going to beat me, Kayla? How are you going to beat me? You literally are gonna be, first off, actually, I wanted to know, are you okay, honestly? Because I know that you have to like piss blood, spit blood in order to weight drain yourself, you weight bully, to make this division in the first place. This is gonna be your first fight at 135 pounds. You don't get God making that extra pound from 137 to 136. You have to make 135.0, and it's the first time that you're in a 5-round, 25-minute fight in my world.
It's not the first time in a 5-round fight, sweetie. Do your homework.
Okay, do your homework. You're fighting a bunch of grandmas that are ready for the freaking wheelchair.
First I was ducking Cyborg, now I was fighting grandmas. Which
first
is it?
pro to five fights. Girls that have never ever fought again after they fought you.
Listen. You better thank God for that extra pound. You're gonna need every little thing you can to help you.
How are you going to
June
beat
7th,
me, Kayla? How are you going to beat me? You're gonna lay on top of me for 25 minutes? Good luck. You're gonna knock me out? You're gonna knock me out? Good luck. I think we saw right there. How you doing, Amanda? She wasn't able to knock me out. I have never seen you knock anybody out. You're gonna knock me out? You're gonna submit me? You're gonna win in a dogfight? Good fucking luck.
Actually, that brings me on to my next question. I did notice Amanda Nunes was sitting down here. You know, there's a trilogy been discussed. Kayla, you and Amanda's always been discussed. Could the winner be the person to draw Amanda Nunes out of retirement for a massive fight later this year?
Is that for me?
No, it's to Kayla and Julianna, but if you want to answer.
No, I'll answer that. At the end of the day, Amanda hates Kayla more than she hates me. That's a fact. She wants nothing to do with me, and she wants to fight Kayla. That's why she's sitting in the back, and as Dana said, she retired a little bit too early. She's waiting to see what happens, but she wants to fight Kayla more than she wants to fight me, because she knows that that's a big freaking fight, and it's going to be a long night in the office, just like Kayla knows. That's why she's being a lot nicer than you guys have ever seen her before. At the end of the day, I'm just out here to do my job. It's not the first time I fought a gold medalist. The last time I fought an Olympic medalist, I put him to sleep. So it's nothing but another day in the office for me. At the end of the day, I'm going in there to have fun. I'm a dog. I'm uncomfortable up here right now. I want to get locked inside the octagon. I want to get locked inside the octagon.
You fought a 40-year-old Olympic silver medalist. You got your ass kicked
40-year-old?
You
are like a 40-year-old. Aren't you like 41 years old? I'm pretty sure you lie about your age. Pretty sure you lie about your age.
None of it doesn't matter. I'm coming for my belt. Giuliana's going to
It's not your belt. It's not your belt.
It doesn't matter.
Your belt is at PFL.
I've been competing on the biggest stage in the world since I was 20 years old.
Last time I checked, it was an MMA fight, not a judo match. Get your facts right, sweetie.
Punch her in the face!
I'm gonna.
Me too.
This question's for Kayla. Kayla, a lot of people don't think you will stay at bantamweight for long due to the aggressive weight cut. What are your thoughts on this?
I signed a contract, you know, the weight class is 135 pounds. I plan on going in there, becoming UFC champion, and reigning for a long, long time.
Not if I can help it. Not if I can help it. She knows that she's scared. She's pissing blood already just thinking about it. You look hungry, Kayla. You look hungry. You look like you need a walking taco.
Yeah, I'm
Are you
hungry to whoop your ass.
Yeah,
8 weeks
yeah,
from now, you're gonna
yeah.
find out.
Yeah, we'll see. You look.
Nothing tastes as good as gold feels. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you look like you're leaning out into the division real nice there. You're looking a little skinny. I like it. You need a walking taco, I think.
Amanda Nunes is sitting right there. You've said that you believe she retired a bit early. Do you think she fights again?
Do I think Amanda Nunes fights again? She just said yes.
And question for Kayla. There we go.
Which means that me booing her in Canada was right because I knew that she was retiring too early, just like Dana said, and just like you guys are all seeing. She's not done. She's just sitting there in the sidelines to see what happens because she didn't want to fight that trilogy fight like I was asking for.
Kayla, you didn't get to answer the previous question when they asked you about Amanda. Should you beat Julianna Peña? Do you think that's the next fight, you versus Amanda?
Absolutely. I think Amanda and I both know that that's what's going to happen.